It's time for your MCR radio show. Sit back and get ready to party to the newest and hottest time hits on the planet. Now here's your host, Juan Mendoza.
All right. Welcome to the MCR radio show. I am your host, Juan Mendoza. On behalf of Lili's Promotions, we want to thank her for setting up our interviews for today. As we record this, it is February 1st, 2020. Man, the year's going to start going by pretty quick, so get ready for that. I want to thank everybody who's been supporting our podcast through Spotify, Deezer, and 23 other streaming platforms, and of course our radio station affiliates that have been playing our shows throughout the weeks and throughout last year. So we want to thank them so much. And of course, we are here with a new interview for today, for this week. She's all the way from Corpus Christi, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Shevi Love. Hello, Shevi.
Hey, how's it going?
How's everything going over there in Corpus?
Hanging in there, still doing good, still alive.
That's a good thing, huh?
Yeah, that's a very good thing.
So you got some new music coming out that we'll get into here in just a little while. But how are you doing this year so far?
This year, I'm doing good. As you may have seen, and everybody may have seen, I'm back at MD Anderson in Houston, and going through the second chapter of my life, which is now my lungs. But I mean, everything so far has been looking good, and we go back this Friday to get some results and take it from there.
How is that? I mean, I know you're getting treatments every so often, and I know you're getting sick, quite often. What is it exactly that's going on?
Well, I had some spots on my lungs, which they said that maybe cancer spots, but my doctor didn't really want to confirm that since I've been going to MD Anderson for about a good 10 years now. She wanted them to go ahead and, do all the tests and everything, and then just to get treated from there, which, I mean, they did see everything. I mean, they said what I had before is at a standstill. It's not better. It's not any worse either. So I'm doing good with that. I mean, that was the cancer that I had in my chest, but now it looks like it's gotten to my lungs. It's affected my breathing. I mean, when I sing, when I talk, I get hoarse really easily. I have real, breathing problems at night. I mean, it's just mainly with my breathing, and it's my lung because they did remove part of my lung when I did have surgery. So, we're just taking a whole new route on this and seeing what they can do for me. And we don't know what it is. Yeah, we don't know what it is right now.
And I know you've had to cancel quite a few shows due to that. How does that, does that really bother you so much to cancel that, or it's just, we got to get this over with?
No, it does. I mean, it doesn't bother me because it concerns my health, and yeah. I try to make a lot of people understand it. But it is, as being an artist and musician, and when you have, shows like that and you cancel, it's very rough. It messes with your reputation and stuff like that. But so far, everybody's been understanding. I mean, I tell them from the beginning, when we're going to book a show, just know that every day is a new day for me, is a battle for me. I mean, it's either a go or I have to cancel last minute. So, but I mean, I've been good so far. Like I said, I've shown up. I've done my shows even when I'm sick. Sometimes I sound like crap, but I mean, hey, the show must go on. So, and everybody knows what to expect. But no, I mean, I've been okay. Like, it's just stressful. It's very stressful.
Yeah.
I never know what's going to happen, how I'm going to wake up, how it's going to affect me throughout the day. I mean, I could be okay, ready to go. Next thing you know, 2 hours later, I'm dead, sick in bed, and I just have to cancel. So
yeah, there was a couple instances. There was a couple instances that we seen on Facebook, and we're just scrolling, and we seen you. I think it was last year. You actually fell and hurt your face, but then you go out there the next day and start performing again.
Yes, actually, the song that you have on the countdown, Mentiras a León, that I did with Mando y La Venganza.
Yeah.
We were actually in the studio that night. I was doing perfectly fine. We had just got through recording, and it was maybe about to be midnight. He was doing some songs himself, and next thing you know, I don't even remember anything. I just remember waking up, and Mondo is holding my head up, asking for towels because I'm like in a pool of my own blood.
Wow.
And they're like, she's not breathing. She's not breathing. So they said I had lost oxygen to the brain. I'm still having to get reconstructive surgery on the left side of my face because it's still pretty broken. It never really healed. That's still very painful, especially with all this cold. And then I had broken my right rib.
Wow.
And that killed. So, and then 3 days later, Martina from Conjunto Suerte, La Suerte, she's a real good friend of ours, and she's going through cancer, and I know what that can be like if she was having a benefit.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 days later, I'm there, swollen face and all, covered it up with makeup. I'm in so much pain. People are like, you need to take these painkillers, I mean, I did as much as I could do, got through the show. It hurt so bad. But after that, I told Martina, I love you. I'm glad we got to do this for you. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, the show must go on. And since she's a cancer patient, my heart went out to her, and I just had to do that. So, that was 3 days after the accident.
Yeah, she's one of our big supporters, and she's always, reposting all of our stuff, and she's on our countdown as well with her music. Does very well, and I can't wait to interview her and meet her in person. We're like really shocked on that. I was like, why is she going back out there? Just stay at home, recover, and then go back out there again.
And it's very hard to do that. It's very hard. I mean, like I said, because it's like, with any job, and at this, like, we had planned this, and it was going really well, and I know some artists, they weren't able to show up, and I didn't want to be one of those artists, and everybody's like, rest, but, I mean, the main thing that hurt me the most was my rib. It was really my rib because it was broken, but there wasn't nothing they could do about it. You have to let it heal on its own. But now I'm struggling for my face. I mean, my eye gets kind of lazy. It's affecting my vision, so I have to get surgery on that in the next couple of months.
Now, you said that there was a lack of oxygen going to your brain. Now, was that due to the cells that are affecting your lungs? Is it preventing you from getting air?
Yeah, it was due to how my oxygen levels. And they did check me at MD Anderson, and I was doing good the day that I went, which was, was it on last week? Yeah, last week I went. And, it was part of all that. That's when I knew that this was getting very serious and I needed to go get checked. So I'm one, I don't like to be in the hospital, so I'll wait till the very last minute. But, no, this is pretty serious. It's pretty serious.
Procrastinating.
So. Yes, I'm a big procrastinator when it comes to health. But, no, this has gotten pretty serious. And, I have grandbabies on the way, twin grandbabies. Oh, wow. I have my daughter that I was having to look after, because she's been sick. And she lives all the way out there in Vegas. And I just realized, hey, I need to be here for them. So, I mean, now it's my turn to look at my health and, to get the help that I need. Yeah.
Now let's go ahead and get into the music part of it. You came out with the EP 2 years ago already, I guess 2 years now, 2018. Yes. It did very well. A lot of the radio stations picked it up. A lot of the countdowns, I guess you can say they're countdowns, carried them through there. You were on our countdown quite a bit throughout that year, and last year I think it was too, when you came out with the single for Mando, and I think it's still on there as well. How does that feel to have the EP with you now?
Well, the EP did very well. Like I said, like you mentioned, it's been on a bunch of the countdowns. A lot of the radio stations play it, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, a lot of people they had a lot of, opinions. They were very opinionated when it came out to the EP album, but I mean, through all the research and everything, I wanted to do that EP album to get myself out there, and so they could get a taste of what was to come. And it did very well. I mean, we got industry nominated for the EP album for Sound of Music Awards last year. And then I decided this year, due to all my opinionated people and fans.
Everybody's a critic.
To add, a few more, not too many more. It's still going to be an EP album, but I do have the Lucky 7. I call this one the Lucky 7. And it's going to be entitled, it comes out actually the end of February, beginning March. And I procrastinated this because I did want to add a few more songs, and I got my dad coming out on this one. I had Mondo, I had to do it during his time when he was available, so that took a little while longer. And then I actually play accordion on this next one, and like I said, it's still an EP album. It's 7 songs, but this one's a little more old school, a little more of what people are going to enjoy as far as conjunto and rancheras and boleros and polkas and things like that. So, nice. And then Destino Cruel's out for my first EP album, which was Shevi Love EP1. That's still doing very well. Yeah. So, thank you guys so much. That song, that's one of my favorites off the first one that we did.
Yeah, a lot of them are great on that album. I can't wait to hear the new ones. I haven't actually heard them yet. We're gonna play them here at the end of the interview for everybody. Do a little debut. Of course, it's not officially released yet. So I guess we're the first ones. I'm not too sure we're the first ones to actually have that.
Actually, Pienso Sueño, I did release Pienso Sueño. That was the first one that I released off of the new CD entitled Conjunto Style Baby.
Yeah.
So that one is one of the first ones, and I did do a video with Juan Sanchez Jr. from the Crazy Pimps.
Mm-hmm.
We did that video, and yeah, that song came out great. That was a song that my sister-in-law had wrote, and she wanted me to re-record it in a more like slow cumbia norteño like style. So yeah, we did that one. That one came out great. That one's been played a lot of places.
Yeah.
And then Mentira Se Leon, that was the second one that I released off of the upcoming album, and that was the one that I did with Mando de los Santos, which happens to be one of my really good friends and one of my favorite conjunto artists here in Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I asked him, I was like, please, will you do this? I thought I was going to die of cancer at that time. So I was like, please, give me my die and death wish.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, let's do it, Shevi. So, yeah, that was so much fun.
Yeah,
besides the fact that I fell, but it was so much fun.
Yeah, Mondo's a good friend of ours. We hung out quite a few times and partied together. And every time he went to Houston, we were always out there together with him. And he's a crazy guy, but he's fun. He's fun to hang around with, and he can play. He plays very good. So if everybody gets a chance to check out Mando y la Venganza, make sure you guys do that, man. He does an awesome job out there.
Yeah, his title here in Corpus is El Consentido de Corpus. So, yeah, like I said, I was very grateful to get that opportunity to do that with Mando. And to my understanding, he's never even recorded with a female artist. So I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, that he gave me that opportunity.
Yeah, and he's got a big following everywhere that he goes.
Oh,
everybody that's originally from Corpus, they follow him everywhere he goes. I see people from Corpus
playing in Dallas, and they'll follow him in Dallas.
Yeah, they will. I've seen a lot of people who go out there. When he played in Houston, a lot of people actually followed. They went from Corpus to Houston to go watch him perform. And they'll be naming tables like there's table 69. And then for some reason, I don't know why, and I never got to ask him why that table was so special. They always name the table 69 for him. I don't know why.
And they have a Facebook dedicated to that table.
Really?
It's called the Venganza Table, Table 69 on Facebook. Yes.
I have to ask him, what exactly does that table mean? What exactly is special about that table? I never figured that out.
Yeah, I have to look into that too. I believe it's his family and his friends. The ones that have been with him the longest. I'm
guessing, but I've seen a lot of party people at that table every time.
That's like the table to be at.
Yeah.
Table 69.
Yeah. I was like, wow, where is this table? Where is this? What's so special? All the tables look alike, but there's that one table, 69. I was like, where the hell is that table?
That's a party table.
That's a party table.
VIP.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Now, I have to say my favorite one off the first EP that you did was Vas a Querer Volver. I love that song right there. The music.
We were just talking about that earlier, and I had asked Joseph, which one is your favorite? Like, out of all, because mine's been What Haremos los Dos, and that was because it was very challenging for me to sing that song. It still is till this day. Mm-hmm. And I said, but Vas a Querer Volver, I always have to go back to that because that was my firstborn right there.
Yeah, that's where we first met you with that one, and the music is great itself. Because you got that like kind of like that rock alternative ska kind of music, behind it and everything else, along with the cumbia with it. That was pretty good. It was a mixture of a variety of genres in that.
Mhm. Yeah, it was. It's mixed because as my producer's Joseph, and Joseph, he listens to all varieties of music, and he tries to incorporate, even if it's like a little beat or something into that, he tries to incorporate a little bit of everything, just to give it, a unique sound, because, and it's very, you have your norteño sound, your conjunto sound, your tejano sound, but he just tries to incorporate everything, and it's done very well. I'm very grateful to Joseph. He continues to put everything together, and I've been a little more hands-on lately and telling him how I want things, how I want it to sound and stuff. So we work very well together. So, yeah, he's still in the game.
There you go. Now, you're working on this new EP. What exactly is going to separate this one from the first one?
What's going to separate this one is the fact that it has more traditional conjunto. Because the only one that I did conjunto was Destino Cruel in the very first one. And conjunto's always been my passion. So that's what I kind of wanted to throw in the first one, just to give everybody a taste. And then this one, like I said, this one is more traditional, more of the songs that I didn't write any songs in this one, except for, like I said, my sister-in-law wrote one that which is Pienso Sueño.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all the traditional things, you know, Ramon Ayala, I think it was Grupo Bad, you know, some inspirations from everybody. I have inspiration from Tremendo Cinco, Mando y la Venganza, Tony de la Rosa. I mean, it's all traditional that's in this next album. It's, for all the conjunto lovers, they're going to love this one.
Nice. You also have a couple music videos that you did as well. You did Lloraremos los Dos with Roberto Palitos, I think it was.
Yes, we did. That was the very first one, Lloraremos los Dos. Yeah, it was with Roberto Palitos. We did that one in San Antonio.
Now, how long did it take to actually film that one?
That one, that was fairly quick. We knew what we wanted. It was a park setting there in San Antonio, and I say we recorded in one day, and then, well, actually, it was a 2-day span, because I recorded with Roberto Palitos during the day. At night, I recorded the rest. It was like in my backyard with the nighttime scenes. I'm throwing the pictures in the fire and committing suicide and all that. That's in my backyard. And then the next day it was edited and we had it out by that weekend. So it was a couple of days.
Nice. Was that your first music video that you ever did?
Yes, that was the very first one. And then Destino Cruel, I wanted to get something out before I even started on the next album. And that was something, I was going to go pick up T-shirts, you know, the new Shevi Love merchandise in Alice, Texas. And I told Rose, you know what? Rose, my manager, Rose Gonzalez, I said, let's just film something. Let's put something out, you know, just myself. Let's just pick the back roads and let's film something to put out for the people. I said, they may like it, they may not, because it's, you know, it's just 2 settings.
Mm-hmm.
So we did the first one when I went to go drop off the shirts to get done. And then we did the second shot, which I'm like in black, when we went to go pick up the shirts. So that was within a week that we did that. And that was all Rose. I told her, just hold the camera. I'm just going to sing and dance. And that happens to have more views in a short amount of time than what my latest one that I did with Juan Sanchez has, Pienso Sueño, which is still fairly new, but I mean, so many people love that song, Destino Cruel. So I'm very, you know, grateful. I'm grateful for y'all still having it on the countdown.
Yes.
I mean, people, I get inboxes all the time. They just love it. They love that conjunto song. So yeah.
Yeah, we have to have these music videos, give some kind of visual, because not everybody can see you guys all the time, you know, out there live. Well, unless it's Facebook Live, but you know, they can't see you in shows all the time. So we got to give them a visual for the, you know, and I'm glad we're doing the music video thing, because we're the only ones that are actually doing music videos. And I think they turned out pretty well, you know, having these countdowns the way they are, and get to show your guys' outside of the studio, outside of the, you know, the stages and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we wanted to get something out for the first album. I wanted to have 2 off of that, since I had a total of 4 songs. And then this next one, we did Pienso Sueño. I am going to do a video for Mentiras a León. And then I'm tempted. I had posted recently, and everybody's asking me, what is it? What is it? I'm a big, huge fan of Billie Eilish. I love Billie Eilish. Mm-hmm. She has almost a music video for every single song that she does. Every song that she's done, you can find a music video.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm like, I want to take that idea and run with it, because it's worked for her. Mm-hmm. Just so when people hear your music, they can see the story behind it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's for every song. So, yeah, we're going to be pretty busy. And I mean, you can choose whatever one you want for the countdown. There's going to be so many coming out, and I'm not going to really push them. I'm just going to kind of have them out there for, you know, anyone who loves a certain song and wants to see the video behind it. Well, it's going to be out there. But I plan on doing that in the future. I mean, having a video for every single song that I do.
Is that going to be for this? Is that going to be for this EP or the future next album that you guys do?
Every song that I've done from the very first EP till now. Wow. I mean, as I keep going. Yeah, so we still got to backtrack. I still got Otra Noche Más off of the first one that we have to do, and then Vas a Querer Volver. Because I did Lloraremos los Dos and Destino Cruel, and then off of this next one, our next one will be Mentiras a León. But like I said, the one that's out right now that I'm really pushing is Pienso Sueño.
Nice.
And I wanted to get another musician, a special guest musician to work with me. And I had several people that I had talked to before, but those didn't go quite the way. And then I had sat down and I had talked to Juan about that, because we're real good friends. And I had told him, threw him the idea. And he's like, I'll do it. I'm like, what? Really? He's like, yeah, I'll do it. I was like, but do you understand the scenes, what I'm trying to do? He's like, yeah, I'm comfortable. Let's do it. I said, okay, let's do it. And we thought, we were going to get a lot of people, opinionated people, which I did. I don't know if you noticed, I kind of disabled the comments on YouTube.
Yeah.
But no, we were very comfortable and we had a blast doing it. And it was such a fun video, So, yeah, thank you. Shout out to Juan Sanchez for, being a good sport about it. And we had fun with it.
There you go. Now, you have two new singles that you sent Lila. And I guess they're going to be, they're not officially going to be released yet till sometime next month. But
this is the first time. You guys have supported me since day one of me coming out with my career. So, I mean, you guys, when I was booked this interview, I knew I wanted you guys to have, because we have the songs prepared and ready, and you guys will have a couple of the first ones. I mean, like I said, I didn't know if y'all had Pienso Sueño. I sent you Pienso Sueño. Yes. Like I said, that one's out right now. But the ones I sent you was Mil Noches. That was something that my dad sang to my mom growing up. So I hold that song dear to my heart, which was, from Cornelio Reina. And, I mean, till this day, I was listening to it last night before I sent it to you guys, and I was tearing up because, like I said, it reminds me of my mom and dad growing up. Like I said, they all have meaning, every single one in this CD. And then I also sent you when I was growing up, it says a little bit of a story at the beginning. Of me playing accordion. One of my very first polkas that I learned was Nuevo Laredo. And I'm actually, Joseph's playing the bajo sexto and I'm playing accordion in that one. And that's going to be something raw, unedited and raw that was thrown in the CD because I wanted people to hear, just like when you sit around the fire and you're playing, someone's playing the bajo, someone's playing the accordion, and you're just having a barbecue, relaxing and playing music together. That's what the kind of feel I wanted for that. So that's me on the accordion.
So this one's like real traditional conjunto style?
Yes. Okay. That's why, it mentions like my uncles and my tios, everybody was sitting around the fire and we would do that. That's what we would do. That's why I entitled the CD Conjunto Style Baby, because that's the way I was growing up. I was growing up into conjunto.
Nice. So
that's why it's entitled that. But no, I wanted that as raw as possible. You can hear the little mess ups, you can hear the buttons, and, I told Joseph I want no editing in this. I want it as raw as possible. So I kept that, and that'll be the last track on the CD.
Well, sometimes it's good like that. You like to hear, just normal stuff. You don't, because everything is too, how would you call it? Everything is cut and edited. Sometimes you want the raw stuff and hear it. And I think that'd be pretty cool. To have an album like that, especially even at the end. That's fine at the end. All the commercialized music that you guys have out, would be the first ones to get out there on YouTube and Spotify and everything else. But have a little bit of raw something, and that way they can see you guys. I guess hear you guys behind the scenes, of everything you guys are working on.
And it's good you mentioned that, because I've been thinking about doing a video behind the scenes, because to be honest with you, in most of the music that I do, there's very little editing. The only editing there is if we want to take out something. But what you hear, unless, I put some echo, on the voice to make it sound a little dragged or whatever, but we hardly do any editing to any of it except to put it together. Raise the bass or to make it louder, but we don't really do any, because when we want people to, when they go see us live, what they hear on the CD, that's what they're hearing live. No effects or nothing. So we try to make it as raw as possible, and I plan on keeping it like that for future projects.
So when you guys go in the studio, do you actually just record it as a one track, or do you guys record each individual instrument and you go out there and do the vocals?
We do each individual instrument. Joseph does all the stuff, so he'll start off. I mean, on Mentiras a León, I did have Marcos Cavazos, which is Mondo's drummer. He came in and he did the drums for that one. And then my brother came in. Since his wife is the one that wrote Pienso Sueño, he came in, I let him do the bass on that one. But usually it's always Joseph. He'll start with the drums, and then he'll go to the bajo, and then he'll do the bass line. and then he'll have me sing to put into the accordion. So I'll sing just like a rough draft, and just so he has something to go by. And then he'll delete that, and then I'll just sing. Usually it's a one-time thing. I'll sing it straight, and that's it. We're done. Mm-hmm. So it's not constant, where you see people, oh, I messed up, let me do it again. Oh, no. We're just straight.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
it's as raw as you can get.
There you go. So now we're in the beginning of 2020. Well, now in the second month now officially. But what do you look forward to this year?
This year, I'm looking forward to mainly more exposure. And we're traveling. We plan on going to the Vegas showcase. We plan on going to California for the Conjunto showcase. We're planning on, now that we've been kind of established and, people know the name Shevi Love, we plan on going and taking it further and doing further, working with more people. Like I said, we got tons more videos to work on. Mainly just pushing, interviews, promotion. That's what we plan this year.
Okay. Are you going to be at in San Antonio in March?
Yes, I will be there all 4 days. Thursday, I'll be there for the Internet Radio Gala, so we'll see you guys there. And then Friday, I'll be at Fanfare during the day, and then at night we're doing a showcase gala at Mustang Sally's that they're having for a couple of, Internet stations there. But we're going to be playing along with the 2Gs, along with Pecado, Hugo Guerrero, Ray, Liz, all them will be there. We'll be there performing live.
Nice.
And then Saturday, I do perform on the B-Net stage from 12:45 to 1:30. And we performed the B-Net stage this past year in 2019. So we had a very good crowd, a very good Conjunto crowd. So I'm looking forward to that again this year. And Saturday is one of the good days.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah.
That's when everybody should be there by that time already.
Oh, yes. They get there, I think, at 10 o'clock in the morning ready to go. So, yeah.
And a beer in hand already by 12.
Yes. So, and that's right there, the B-Net. I love that stage because that's where all the traffic is. So we get people that are just stopping and just start dancing. I mean, we had a blast last year. Nice. So we'll be there Saturday, the 14th, from 12:45, 1:30 on the B-Net stage.
Nice.
And then meet and greets at 3. Sunday meet and greet at 3 again. So all 4 days we're going to be active.
Nice. So aside of Fanfare, do you have any other gigs coming up?
Just the ones I told you. Like we're going to be traveling outside. I haven't really booked anything. I kind of stopped everything for right now, except for radio interviews, because I want to focus on the MD Anderson and make sure that I'm not going to have anything holding me down from my gig. So as soon as I get the clear on that, which I'm hoping, I go Friday, this coming Friday, I'm hoping it's clear. We're going to go full force because there's tons of gigs that are waiting that we need to confirm. Yeah. And then we can go from there.
There you go.
So, yeah.
There you go. Well, we have your 2 new singles. We're going to go ahead and play them right here. Want to thank you so much for always sending us your music, sending Lila your music, and of course she distributes them out there to everybody else. Thank you so much for everything that you do, reposting all of our stuff. The music is great. The videos are good. We can't wait to see what else you come up with.
Yes. I still have to get you guys in one of my videos.
We've been saying that the past couple of years already, so hopefully
I'm not done with even though my EP album's out and I have 2 videos. Remember, I told you I still got all these videos that we have to do. So yes, definitely, you guys have to be in one.
There you go. Well, let us know. Hopefully, we can make a trip out there. I know we made a trip out there last month for a Christmas party with Santos Leal out there.
The toy drive.
Yeah, the toy drive. We were out there, so it's no big problem for us to make a trip out there. Just got to schedule it correctly. Around work and everything else. So. But yeah, just let us know what or when, what we need and stuff. We'll be happy to go out there.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be fun.
All right. But listen, thank you so much for everything. We hope you get better. Go ahead and get your treatments. Don't try to work so hard and, break yourself and then go out there working the next day.
Yeah, I know. No, yeah, we'll definitely get all this out of the way so I can continue to do what I love, which is go out and perform for everybody.
There you go. All right. So, like I said, Thank you for everything. Congratulations, you're being on our countdowns.
Thank you so much.
So let's go ahead and get into some new music that you guys have, brand new Chevy Love. This first one is called Mil Noches, and you said this one was one that your dad
Nobody
used to
has
sing to your
heard
mom.
this one. I have a snippet of this that, just to give everybody a taste, but nobody has heard it. You're the first ones to have it. This is
Nice.
the first time anybody's going to hear it off of the new CD. Yes, and this one I hold special to my heart because this is one that my dad used to sing to my mom, and that's when I started to understand what love was, seeing him sing to her and the passion. So, yeah, Mil Noches has always been one of my favorites from Cornelio Reina. So I hope everybody enjoys it.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much for everything. Have a great weekend. Super Bowl. Who are you going for?
Nobody, because my Packers didn't make it.
Oh, you're a Packers fan?
Yes, I'm a big-time Packers fan. I was hoping they made it to the Super Bowl, but no.
No. So
If
none
I
of
have to go for anybody, it has to be the what is it, the Redskins? Are they the ones that are going? Or
No, the Chiefs and the 49ers.
Chiefs. There you go. I knew some Indian. No, the Chiefs. I have to go for the Chiefs. I'm not a 49ers fan.
Oh, okay. Well, I grew up in California, so I'm going to go for the 49ers.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So,
Okay.
all
Well,
right.
good luck.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much for everything. We hope to see you. Hopefully, we go out there to San Antonio in March. Hopefully, we get to see you out there.
Yes, definitely. We're
All right.
always out there, so whenever, I can always give you a heads up and let you know when we're out there.
Okay, that'll work. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys check out Chevy Love. She's on all the streaming platforms out there. She is on our countdowns. Make sure you guys continue to vote for her. Check out her music videos. Buy her EP. Her new EP is coming out pretty soon. And this is her brand new one right here. Never been heard except for right here on the MCR radio show. This one is called Mil Noches, right here on the MCR radio show. Thank you, Chevy.
Thank you.
your MCR radio show. All right, next up, we have a brand new one by her, and this one is called Nuevo Laredo Polka. Thank y'all so much for joining us here. That is going to be our show, and make sure you guys check out all of our podcasts on Spotify, Deezer, and 23 other streaming platforms, and make sure you guys check it out through the week with our affiliates, our radio affiliates out there, and check out all these great shows and all of our great interviews. Thank you, Shevi Love. This is our brand new one. This one is called Nuevo Laredo Polka. See y'all soon.
I entitled this project of mine Conjunto Style Baby because that's the way I grew up. I was a Conjunto Style baby. And I grew up on the rancho listening to my dad and my grandfather. They would get around the fire and they would play acordeon y bajo sexto. And we get together during family reunions also, and my tios, and they would all play together, one big family. And one of the first polkas that I started playing when I was 7 years old was Nuevo Laredo. So here I go playing Nuevo Laredo para todos ustedes. Algo que va así.
Lila Lisa Promotions is your number one source for getting your music heard on the air. For the last 7 years, Lila has been distributing artist music to over 50 affiliates across the United States and Mexico. So if any artist wants their music heard on AM, FM, or internet radio, send your MP3 files, bios, and photos to Lila Lisa at lilalisa@gmail.com. That's lilalisa@gmail.com. Lila Lisa Promotions, your number one source for getting your music heard on the air.
Thanks, Mo.
I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the group and ourselves, and I hope we pass the audition.